You guys, I told you I would be transparent, be honest with this whole process. If things ever go south, y'all would be the first to know it. If you've been watching from the beginning, you know that I said that, you know that I meant it. And my God, things did go south. If you want to run this plan with as few downsides as possible, to feel as clean as possible, as smooth as possible, I would say your best bet is exclusively having fruit juice. Naked juice has been my jam. That mighty mango, whoo! Been loving that stuff, having like 16 ounces a day. Honey, maple syrup. Oh, that's hard to lift that finger. Oh. What's left? And cane sugar. Just straight sugar, adding it to water. The sugar on the fruit, we've already talked about that. That just feels so stupid and weird. Adding sugar to the smoothie to sweeten it up, I'm about that life. I'm adding maple syrup to mine, so it is getting more of the calories in that you need. It is sweetening it up. It's good. So what did that leave us with? Let's recap again. Fruit juice, honey, maple syrup, and just adding regular sugar. If you want like the cleanest, most best feeling version of this plan, without a doubt, that's the way to do it. Now, what are the wackier things that you can have and still get ripped as fuck? Which is crazy. Soda, candy, and this is actually the one that got me, that bit me in the ass, much to my surprise. Dried fruit, because a lot of that dried fruit, I mean, you look at it, it's like, so wait, this bag of fruit is just good sitting here? Even after I open it, it can just hang out in the pantry for weeks at a time? What sorcery is this? How is this fruit able to stay okay? Well, I'll tell you, because it's got some preservatives. That's why. I've been attacking these damn dried mangoes. They're so freaking good from Costco. These dried mangoes are easily the best tasting fruit item I've had since starting the sugar diet, which mango is already good as fuck, and then it has sugar added to it. Like it's very calorie dense for not that much food, and it has this preservative. So I'm just pounding this bag. One of my favorite things about the sugar diet is how cheap, how cost effective it is. Get this $10 bag. I'm like, I'll make this last a while. Look at the savings. Then like the bag's almost empty on my way home. I'm like, holy shit. But in sugar diet logic, it's not overeating, or it's not, oh, I've had too much. Because in the sugar diet world, as wild as it is, you can have, I don't want to say unlimited, because we've already talked about that in another video, but you can have an absurd amount of sugar, of food, of calories, and still get ripped as fuck. You see the bicep veins talking to you. I have not lifted. This is not a pump. This is just how things are right now. You can have an absurd amount of calories, sugar, carbohydrates, and if it's a sugar fast day, you're still gonna get ripped as fuck. That's part of the magic. That's why this plan is so wild. So I'm just attacking this bag of mangoes thinking, why not? In fact, the more I have, the more my metabolism will get revved up. I'll be even more ripped. I'll lose even more weight. Why not? I get these canker sores happening towards like the base of my tongue. I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel great. And then it starts moving up into the side. It's getting into my gums and the side of my mouth. I'm like, that really doesn't feel great. Next thing I know, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, this was some of the most jarring, like you just feel a line shoot down your whole frickin', your spine, your chakras are freaking out and tweaking out. Like literally every time I swallowed. Boo! It was like almost bringing me to my knees. Trying to eat was off the table. Good thing I'm no stranger to the liquid diet, because a lot of my sugar fasting days is like 90% liquid calories. So luckily, having to do that for a couple of days was no biggie, because chewing food was just off the fucking table. It was off the menu. Chewing was otherworldly, painful and uncomfortable. Swallowing, even spitting. I'm brushing my teeth. Shoulders would go up. My wife was like, dude, you're just gonna have to get over it. Like, you're being kind of a bitch. And I felt like I was being a bitch. I was like, I'm really trying to like Jedi mind control my pain tolerance, but it was bringing me to my knees. It's almost to tears. And so I'm saying this with I'm expressing some caution, because like I said in the beginning of the video, like I said in the beginning of this plan, if I were to run into any negative, y'all would be the first to know. Watch out for the dried fruit. Are we 6 minutes plus into the video and I'm finally getting to the cautionary tale and the warning? Yes. But you know how I get down. We like to spend some time with each other. This isn't just, boom, here's the point, now go on about your day. This is walking around the neighborhood, getting your steps in. Maybe you're not even watching. Maybe you're just listening. This is walking around the neighborhood. This is that nice easy drive. You know how we get down. We got to spend a little time together. But the dried fruit with the preservatives, what I've found, because I'm like trying to problem solve with ChatGPT, is it this, is it that? I'm like, what have I been eating? I look at the mango. Oh, I can't even remember the name of the preservative. It's like, hey, what is metallobite cyphosphate or whatever the fuck it was? And it's like, oh, that's definitely what fucked you up. And then I'm like, what should I avoid to let this heal besides just that? Like, besides obviously that ingredient. And it's like citric acid, pretty much anything acidic, yada, yada, yada. And I'm looking around, boom, Coke is off the table for the next few days. Boom, any of the wackier items, those are off the table. Even some of the juices like OJ, citric acid, boom, I gotta wait on that. My Celsius, citric acid, boom, I gotta wait on that. So I had to avoid basically anything with preservatives while this healed up, which is still there, but it's more manageable. I was able to bite into some food last night and not lose my mind, so that was nice. And I have to admit, you feel amazing on this plan anyway. But now that I've had the contrast of like wackier days with too much dried fruit, obviously an excessive amount, the daily Coke, and then I've had a few days where I had to be as pure as possible. Did I feel better on those pure days? Yes. It wasn't night and day. It wasn't the difference between like a regular diet and sugar diet where it's like this quantum leap of like, boom, I feel so much better. But was it smoother? Were there less? Well, it was a little weird, but I'm back to being good. Yeah. So, with all that being said, I'm actually glad it happened. That did encourage me to refine this process even more, which is another theme we've been talking about the whole time. Refine the process. Hey, this thing really helped. I'm keeping that. I didn't like this part. I'm getting rid of it. You can start with the sugar diet and then slowly add in so many things and slowly remove so many things that after it's all said and done, it might not even be the sugar diet anymore. But who cares? Who cares about titles? Who cares about themes or like, who cares about the base template? It needs to be your template that has you feeling and looking your absolute best with the most pros and the least cons. That base template is simply that. And then you're making tweaks, you're making adjustments, it's getting better and better. We're getting off topic. The preservatives in dried fruit, watch out for them. I'm still gonna have them, but I'm certainly not going to just like hound it. Now it's funny looking back, the serving size on those damn mangoes is like 4. I'm like, 4 mangoes? I'm having like 20. What kind of bitch ass serving size is that? Maybe Maybe there was a reason for that. Seems like there was. So that is the most negative thing that's happened to me so far since starting this plan. Still a huge advocate, obviously. Still going to keep talking about it. Let me know in the comments if you've had any pitfalls, run into any sticky situations. Let me know if you need any help, if you have any questions. I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next one.